Hello and welcome back to Planescape Torment Enhanced Edition with me, Bardon, the Nameless One, Dakon, Anna and Mort. Okay, so we're going to continue our merry way around, visiting each of the rooms and hopefully each of the people in the rooms. Okay, so we're going to go check that. And you're going to fix that as well. There you go. More coppers and another gold earring. Nice.
I'm gone.
Oh, there's something here as well. Okay, it's locked, so you know who's... Well, I think you know by now what we want you to do. And maybe that one as well. Okay, and then let's do the same on this one, and then we'll loop them both. Okay. Silver bracelet and a handkerchief. And another gold earring. Okay.
All right.
So who's in here?
Hi. Might as well.
Okay. Those. Oh, there's just nothing in there. It wasn't. That was locked. Okay. Check there as well. I'm not finding many other people in the rooms. But maybe like they're just for other students that don't happen to be here at the moment. Oh, there's someone now. Ah, Nenny Nine Eyes. Okay, let's talk to you. This petite, attractive young woman is smiling blissfully and humming to herself. Her wide, pale blue eyes seem to constantly drink in her surrounding as she looked at you. Greetings. The smiling young woman courtesies gracefully and looks up to you smiling. Well met, good sir. I'm Nenny. And how are you this fine... She suddenly notices your scars and places gloved hand over her mouth. Oh my, you're hurt. She blinks all over. Mort spins around you, mocking the girl's obviousness. Powers above, Chief. She's right. I never noticed before. You're covered in scars. They're all old scars. I'm fine. She nods quietly, lowering her hand. I have some questions. Huh? She can't seem to tear her eyes off your scars. Oh, how shameful of me. Don't mind my rude staring. I am named Nenny. She makes a little courtesy. And it is my great pleasure to welcome you to our brothel for the slating of intellectual lusts. She returns to staring at your body. You have tattoos under those scars too. What's that one? She points to one of your tattoos. That one's... looks fascinating. Look at the way the lines of ink. I think that's ink. She squints at the tattoo, then reaches out to touch it. Let's allow her to touch it. I think that's ink. She traces a finger around the edge of the tattoo. Is it ink? And what a pattern. Look at the way the lines intersect here. She touches the center of the tattoo. That's simply amazing. She purses her lips and frowns with disappointment. I could make it out better if there weren't so many scars. There's nothing to be done about the scars. They're permanent. Oh, I'm sorry. Pox on me for even mentioning them. She cringes. But I have to know. Are you absolutely sure you're alright? I'm looking at you, and I can't help but believe that you're not in some pain. I have amnesia, but that is all. Amnesia? Nenny blinks, then brightens. Loss of memory. You're so lucky. She chimes pertly. Everything must be so new to you. That's an angle I hadn't considered. Nenny claps her hands delightedly. I'm so pleased I could open your mind to that idea. I've heard that's what being a sensate is all about, bringing new experiences to others. I had some other questions. What are you doing here? I'm talking to you, silly. She giggles and pokes you in the belly. Just like I talk to all the patrons here. All the prostitutes do. That's what the brothel's about. Learning new ways to talk and share experiences and understand other people. I had another question, Ninny. Can you tell me about this place? Sure I can. The Brothel of Slating Intellectual Lust is a school that was started by a mistress to fall from grace. The prostitutes here, like me, are taught the ins and outs of talking to people, all to help us learn more about ourselves and others. I love it here. It's a non-stop wave of experiences, crashing into me, filling my head with fresh new ideas. Mort mutters to himself. I guess it's good then that there's something in there. I had another question, Nenny. What can you tell me about the silent prostitute? Oh, Echo. You see, she's a mysterious one, isn't she? Do you know that she never speaks, truly? Nenny leans in and lowers her voice. I think she was emotionally wounded so badly that she may never speak again. I bet Delora knows because she sometimes talks to the last lover Echo had when she still spoke. I had another question, Nenny. I'm trying to find Vivian's scent. Do you know where it might be? Nenny frowns deeply. What? Oh, I just can't. I can't say anything bad about anyone. I'm just no good at it. It's not bad to point out a thief, Nenny. Oh, but I don't know if she's a thief. Nenny bites her lip and looks at you with pleading eyes, as if she just wishes you'd leave the topic alone. Look, why don't you try and say something not nice about her? Oh, alright. Nenny puts her hands on her hips and frowns deeply, almost exaggeratedly. You resist the temptation to laugh. Oh, dislike her very, very much. She pauses for a moment, then looks at you out of the corner of her eye, as if gauging your reaction. Was that convincing? No, not really. Nenny frowns. I knew I wouldn't be any good at this. She looks at you, depressed. Do you know how hard it is to say bad things about someone? It feels so wrong. Why don't you practice on me, Nenny? I suppose I could try. She looks dubious. You big, mean, nasty brute. She puts her hands on her hips. Meanie. She looks at you. How was that? Put more accent on brute. You big, nasty brute. Better. Now hit me. Nenny clamps her hands over her mouth, looking shocked. Oh, I couldn't. I mustn't. She blinks. How does one hit someone anyway? Go ahead. Do it lightly if you have to. Remember, I'm a mean, nasty brute. I deserve it. Nenny slaps you. You barely feel it. She still looks shocked and frightened. She hurt you. Oh, I'm sorry. Did that hurt? Tell me you're okay. Oh, ow. Damn. Never have I been hit so hard. Nenny's eyes widen further as you wince in mock pain. Oh my. Oh, I didn't mean to hit you so hard. I'm sorry. Sorry. Don't ever say sorry. Say, better get used to it. Nenny looks up at you. Oh, better get used to it. Frown when you say it. Say it sternly, with conviction. Nenny draws her tiny frame to its full height, balls her hands into fists, puts them on her hips, and scrunches up her face in a cute scowl. Better get used to it. Excellent. Oh, don't you excellent me like I'm some backlicker looking for your approval. I am my own woman, and this woman is about to walk out on your life unless you get some solid commitment. Alright, that's enough of you, Nenny. Nenny punches you. You barely feel it. Take this. She punches you again. And this. She punches you again, promptly turning into a little fist-flailing whirlwind. You created a monster. Okay. Time to let go of the anger. Nenny sighs tiredly. Phew. That was easier than I thought. No kidding. And I'm sure I'd do better next time. I'm so excited to have learned something new. Thank you. Sure, I have a question now. I'm trying to find Vivian's scent. Do you know where it might be?
My journal.
Maybe. I saw that mean Marissa sneaking out of Vivian's room one night. Now, I'm not saying she took it, but I know Marissa's not a very nice person, and that sure sounds suspicious, huh? I'd go ask her about it. Thanks, Nenny. I had another question. I'm trying to find Marissa's Crimson Veil. Do you know where it might be?
Updated my journal.
I'll bet I do. I saw that nasty Kim Maxi Adderthung sneaking out of Marissa's room one night. They're both meanies, you know, but Kamaxi's really awful. Anyway, I talked to her first. Thanks, Nenny. I had another question. Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzlewell? No, sorry. That's a great name though, huh? I bet she's a really interesting person. Hey, you should ask Eve about her. Eve collects all kinds of stories. Okay, and then we're done. Okay, so farewell. Right, so let's get to stealing. Copper earring, not great, but it's something. Imagine all the interesting stuff we missed by not doing this earlier. Oh, lots of money. That's certainly interesting. Let's open this door. Let's pop in here. So we've got Juliette here. Okay.
Done.
Let's talk to Juliette. This dark-haired young woman is staring listlessly off into space, sighing miserably and occasionally picking at the seams of her green velvet gown. It's difficult to discern whether she's depressed or simply bored. Greetings. She gives you only a brief visit glances before staring off into the distance once more. Greetings, yes. I am named Juliette. How may I... Oh, never thou mind. Leave me be, please. She gives an exasperated sigh. So using thou, she actually talks like Juliet from Romeo and Juliet. What's wrong? Oh, nothing at all. Only that I spend my days gazing into the face of mediocrity, seeing if anything can erase its dreadful tedious passage. Is your life so tedious? Alas, it is, she sighs, closing her eyes and massaging her temples. Dreadfully boring. Perhaps I could make it less boring for you, my lady. No, 'tis kind of thee to offer, though. I am already with a man, sir, and I do love him dearly. 'Tis just that I wish, she taps her finger against her chin, something more of our liaison. Is the relationship lacking, then? The only thing it lacks is excitement, sir. Our families took the news of our courtship splendidly, so it's not Romeo and Juliet then, because the families weren't very happy there. His siblings love my siblings, and our friends think our union to be blessed by the powers themselves. All fine and good, but things are going, she frowns, so smoothly. 'Tis not right to have such a trouble-free courtship. I don't know about that. Dost thou not? Hast thou ever had such a courtship? She glances briefly at you. 'Twould seem that thy life is filled with a variety of problems, judging by the pallor of thy skin. I can't remember any courtships I've had. The remnants of the ones I have encountered suggest that I may have had some problems. 'Tis just that all my friends have such interesting relationships. One's fraught with turmoil, feuding families, daggers at one another's backs, poison, mad siblings, and irate fathers with large swords. I have a lover whose family loves me and whom the world loves. She sighs again. A great source of annoyance. How I wish I could formulate some way to spice things up. Mort floats close to you, whispering, I feel sorry for her lover. He doesn't know how bad he has it. A chit like this is nothing but trouble. What did you have in mind, Juliette? I'm not sure. Some element of danger or jealousy, something intense. Why don't you make up some fake love letters from a hidden affair? Well, this is something we can do. I can pretend to be a jealous suitor if you want. Juliette glances at you, then scoffs. Oh, I hardly doubt the... Actually, that idea, 'tis not half as addled as I had first thought. Thou dost certainly look dangerous enough. She looks you in the eye as if appraising a horse. Art thou as rugged as thou and tough as thy appearance would indicate? They don't make them any tougher than me, I assure you. That's not true, we die all the time. Thou shalt do this for me then. Yes, I'll do it. Excellent, my love. Excellent. My love Montague may be found within the civic feast hall. I thank thee. So, Montague, so it is Romeo and Juliet. Montague's in the Capulets. Of course, I'll go speak to him. Farewell.
Updated my journal.
Okay, so let's get thieving. So we have to go back to that feast hall again. Or fest hall, sorry. Let's unpick that. That one isn't pickable. Okay. Oh, there's not needing it. That's why. Gold ring, nice. Anything over here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's move on to the next room. That's actually the last room. Still don't feel like I've talked to 9 people. Or 10, wasn't it? It's 10 people altogether, yeah. Hang on. What's going on there? Well, let's see. Oh, we can steal something out of that as well. As you make to search the armoire, its handle suddenly yanked out of your grasp as the drawer slammed themselves shut. A disdainful issues from the cabinet. Hello? Hello indeed. The armoire gives another So, what have we here? A rogue after some lady's frilly undergarments, You talk? Do I? Why, yes I do. Who are you? I am Lewis. And who are you? Thoughtless, uncouth fellow, rummaging around in other people's things. Never mind that. What are you doing here? Well, sir, if you must know, I am being an armour. But why are you being an armour in this brothel? I happen to have become an armour because I want to be an armour. Thank you very much. It's not to watch the ladies undressing, nor to have them place their soft, sweet-smelling undergarments in my drawers where they can rub against my skin. Such accusations are an insult to a practitioner of the magic arts. I am merely soaking in the experience of what it means to be an armour, the sights, the smells, the sensation. So all the women know about this then? Yes, they do, and they wholeheartedly approve of, well, not with their entire hearts exactly. And while they have not spoken of their approval in my presence, since they are not exactly aware that I am an armour, I would not want them to know that I am anything but, and so have not been able to inquire upon the matter. I'll need something from you to keep quiet about this one. Very well, Posh. Open the third drawer, you scallywag. As you reach your hand inside the drawer, it slams shut on your fingers with great force. Searing pain races through your hand as you withdraw your battered fingers. Ha ha, cretin, idiot! Open the drawer, I said, and you reach in. He slams his drawer again for emphasis, then begins shaking with laughter. I'm going to tell them right now. First, I would tell you this one thing. I have been popping in and out of this brothel for a good long time. I'm quite knowledgeable regarding both its occupants and their activities. I assure you that talking about me is utterly worthless. Now, not only will you lose me as a potential source of information, but I'll simply disappear before someone comes to investigate your claims, leaving you looking the fool. I understand. I have some questions then. Yes? So, why are you being an armour in this brothel? Okay, we know that already. Okay. Can we return to your normal form at will? The armour seems to think about this for a moment. I have no need to share such secrets with the likes of you, and besides, there's no cause to change back at the present moment, since I have not yet experienced the full sensations of being an armour. It is a complex thing to hold, and soft frilly clothes, smelling of wondrous woman smells. The drawer slides open and closed, the sound mimicking a pleasant sigh. I had another question. This guy's a real creeper. Can you tell me about this place? I would have a man find out for himself, rather than tell him the whole of it. After all, that's half the joy of the entire experience. I'll only tell you that which you likely know already. It's called a brothel of stately and intellectual lusts, and the prostitutes within specialize in the arts of language and communication. I had another question. What can you tell me about the silent prostitute? Yes, Echo. She can't have always been mute, you know. Otherwise, I am most certain she would have learned some other means of communicating. In the meantime, it must be a recent occurrence. I had another question. I'm trying to find Vivian's secret. Do you know where it might be? Or Vivian's scent? Oh dear, yes. I had heard about that. Most unfortunate. Did you ever have the exquisite pleasure of breathing in that scent of hers? The armoire drawers seemed to shudder with delight. Absolutely wondrous it was, but sadly no. I know not where good Lady Vivian's scent might be found. I'm trying to find Marissa's crimson veil. Do you know where it might be? I heard she used to walk about in a crimson veil, but that she had recently taken to her room and darkened it. I did not know what had occurred, so this veil of hers is missing then. Yes, I had another question. Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzlewell? Few folk who've dwelled in Sigil for any length of time don't. I must wonder though, what is it about her you wish to know? I need to find her. You're mad, you know, quite mad, utterly barmy. I believe is the common term for it. Ravel was banished from Sigil long ago, and if she's not dead, you'll wish you were should you somehow succeed in finding her. She devoured all those who sought her out before, it is said, and will likely do the same disservice. I would leave well enough alone. Do you the same disservice? I had another question. Okay, I think we're done with him. He seems very creepy though. Like extra creepy.
Might as well.
And he's the kind of guy I think that would steal women's clothes.
I'm gone.
We've no evidence that it was him. Okay, so let's just talk to. We want to talk to you and you again. Kasai smiles warmly as you draw near, pushing a wavy lock of hair away from her bright crimson eyes. Well, greetings once again. Something I can do for you, It depends. What sort of things do you do? Talk, of course, usually about dreams. Okay, no, it's not you we want to talk to again.
Done.
Oh, who's that there? Is this me? Dolores' eyes flash as she sees you. Did you find him? Has he agreed to return the key to my heart? No, not yet. Farewell. Oh, she doesn't say anything. Ah, there's Echo. Okay, let's talk to Echo. This striking young woman has skin the colour of burnished copper. A translucent white dress, held precariously by a gold clasp, is draped carefully over her shapely form. Greetings. The woman nods and smiles briefly. The scent of her hair, sweetly perfumed, fills her nostrils. I had some questions. She nods. Is your name Echo?
My journal.
She nods, smiling pleasantly. May I ask why you can't communicate? She sighs softly and nods. Do you know the word that will undo the multiverse if it's spoken? Her eyes widen in surprise, then she gives you a beaming smile, rolling her eyes and shaking her head. So she doesn't. Are you emotionally wounded? Is that why you can't speak? She looks at you strangely and shakes her head slowly. Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzlewell? Her eyes flash and she smiles. She nods at you. What do you know of her?
My journal.
She simply looks at you. May I ask why you can't communicate? She sighs softly and nods. I'm trying to find Vivian's scent. Do you know where it might be? She shakes her head, shrugging, and gives you an apologetic look. Okay. I'm trying to find Marissa's crimson veil. Do you know where it might be? She shakes her head, shrugging, and gives you an apologetic look. I've spoken to 9 prostitutes altogether. Do you know who or where the 10th student is? She looks at you puzzled before shaking her head. Okay, so we've actually spoken to 9,
I
but we
don't
haven't
trust the
found
gift.
anything.
I say we leave it behind.
Okay, so I think this is a good stopping point because we're about at the time anyway, and we've apparently spoken to everyone everyone we can in here, and the tent is somewhere missing. So from myself, Bardon, the nameless one, Dakon, Anna, Mort, and Echo, it's goodbye, and we really do hope to see all of you next time. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you'll hit the subscribe button there on the right and check out some other videos here on the left.